exciting card opening for you. So we are going to do, as we've been doing, we're going to do a quick Pokemon video and card video. And then we are going to make sure to get everybody involved in some talk on a new format. Well, not a new format, but I've talked a little bit about this format in other streams, and I wanted to kind of shoot into it here. Let's just make sure stream-wise we're doing good, and it looks like we are. All right, awesome. So yeah, guys, let me just get all my chat, my windows open, so I can see everything. So yeah, so we're gonna open up 151 booster bundle. I have some Stellar Crown packs. We're gonna open. We're gonna, of course. I mean, we're not ready for Journey Together yet, although I think it's possible that card stores may get it slightly early, so I might be on a list to do that. There we go. I'm like, this camera is not on me. That would be the reason why. I must have hit it by accident when I was grabbing something. But anyway, yeah, we're going to be doing 151 opening. So we're going to talk about Gym Leader format, which is pretty cool. And I've said it in other streams, official. I am Pokemon Professor again, which is amazing. So I've been going through and just educating myself on what needs to happen. Getting my league and venue set up, just kind of going through that process. I'll talk a little bit about it, and just kind of what some of my learns from it too, because it's like just figuring out what is and what isn't. Again, we're gonna try to do these like hour-long formatted things. I'm not doing any editing; it's just straight stuff. And then I know this is not Pokemon related, but when I went to go grab some more cards, they had these Fig Pen Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and you know, Heart of the Cards, all of that. I mean, this pretty much represents what I was watching on television, because I was a huge Yu-Gi-Oh kid. I was a huge Pokemon kid. In fact, they all had card games. Meant I was in for whatever that was going to be. It was a big deal. So we're going to open up some packs, have some fun, and then we're going to talk about, like I said, Gym Leader format. I'm going to go through the Pokemon website, because it is something that started as a fan format, which is pretty amazing, and then turned into a real format. It's a side event, which you might find at Pokemon. You might find it at Pokemon regionals. You might find it at a championship event. It's like a side event they run. So like if you do get knocked out of regionals or champions, you know, you can still have some fun and playing and have this casual way to play. For as me being a Magic player, I kind of equate Gym Leader to Commander, like the Commander format, which is a much more casual format to play in the Magic world. So I think of Gym Leader kind of that. So I'm gonna live do some deck building and ideas, and walk through some stuff, because I'm still learning the format. It's a format that wasn't around when I played, so I'm learning just like you guys are. All right, we're gonna open these. We'll open these after Stellar Crown. We'll do a kind of Stellar Crown, then we'll do the 151 bundle, and then we'll do some Yu-Gi-Oh pins. I'll talk about those in a minute, but I'm gonna say Heart of the Cards a lot, because I feel like I have to do that a lot. Let's zoom in. All right, Stellar Crown, not necessarily a fan favorite, but in my area, Pokemon cards are pretty just gone. So I get what I can get. Even for that 151, there were lines out the door, so it's crazy. So let's get some Stellar Crown open. And if you are a Pokemon enthusiast and want to give some good pack energy, give us that energy. Rev up those packs, get them charged. You know, let me know. And again, guys, sorry that I didn't stream last night. I'm still dealing with it. My eye was killing me. It was not swollen, but it was tearing. It was crazy. So I just took a break from everything. I took a break from drawing, from everything, to just let my eye calm down and not strain it or do anything. So do apologize for the lack of content, but I'm going to make up for it in a big way tonight. We're going to do this video, then we're going to take a small commercial break, and then we'll be back for model painting as well. So if you're here for both things, make sure you stick around, because we'll be back for some model painting after that. Stellar Crown. Let's do it. Let's do this. I mean, oh, I didn't bring a garbage bag. All right. Mistakes were made. I prepped everything else, just not the garbage bag. All right, let's see what we got. And I will be giving away some of the code cards, too. Wooloo. Finn. Applin. I don't know why I didn't say that the right way. Phalanx. Zalula. Zlula. Luza. Ziluza. Tornadus. Crispin. Fan favorite. A reverse hollow Wooloo. Glass Trumpet. Oh, I see something back there. Oh, we got a full art Crispin. First pack out. Very nice. And that is going to go in one of my decks because I play Crispin. I play Crispin in a few different decks, so I will probably put the full art in there. All right, Crispin. Nice. This is my second Crispin that I've pulled. All right, starting out with our first hit, Crispin. All right, and I will be taking out our Psychic and Electric Pokemon that we find along the way. And that'll become apparent why I'm doing that in a minute. All right, who's ready for a code card? You got to say, hey, yeah, in the chat. You got to participate and give me some love in the chat if you want code cards. Glameow. Milcery. Charjabug. Hoot. Driftbloom. Rapidash. Vevaroom. An Eevee. A Moltan. Into a... Oh, full art. These packs are nuts. That's 2 hits out of these packs already. A full art EX Earthworm. Oh, that's dope. All right. These packs are crazy. We got 2 hits and 2 back-to-back hits. Jesus. Full art trainer. Full art Pokemon. Not illustration rare. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Yes. Well, I mean they're the newer set. They're a more recent set, but I would say that those are both considered hits. So this is both a 2 Silver Star hit. So these are both ultra rares. So we pulled 2 ultra rares already, Bat. So yes. Are they like the super duper money hit cards of the set? No. Like they're not terribly worth a lot, but they are ultra rares, so. Okay, we got a Rhyhorn. We got a Carnivine. We got a Rylu. We got a Lechonk. I love the artwork on that. A Togedemaru. Oh, a Marowak. There's my man. I love Marowak. Frogadier. Phalanx. Pansear. Into a Noctowl. Noctowl. All right. 2 packs left of Stellar Crown. Then we're going to jump into 151. We got 2 hits so far, which is pretty good. I'm not going to lie. Oh, man. All right. And again, I'm going to throw up a code card for anybody that wants code cards for the TCG Live. It's first come, first serve. If you're seeing the video live, great. If you're not, you still have maybe a shot at getting it. It may be redeemed by the time you get there, but go for it anyway. Check it out. All right, we got Pergoli. Oh, I already saw what the hit was. Fido, Charcadet, Clang, and another Togedemaru, another Veluza, Tornadus. Oh, and then we have Grand Tree, which I actually bought this card off of someone this weekend. That's terrible. I mean, it's nice to have 2 Grand Trees. But, I was thinking of putting this in my EV deck into a... Are we going to get a double hit this pack? A Morgrem into an Alcremie. So, Grand Tree, not a huge money card, but it is an A-Spec, another ultra rare hit. So, I mean, out of 5 packs, we've hit 3 ultra rares. That's pretty good. I don't have a steel deck yet, or I would be really excited about the Worm. I mean, the Worm card is pretty good. I should tell people what these cards do. We'll do a review in a minute. All right, let's see what we got here, guys. Clink. Tortinator. What's this? This is Impy Dimpy. Drifloom. Jirachi. Electivire. Veliza. Diplin. Archaludor. And another Knock Owl for the rare. So, we only got these 3 ultra rares from our hits, but 3 out of 5 packs, not bad at all for the hit rate. Let's just go through these really quick so I actually tell you what they do. So, Pummeling Payback is the ability that this guy has. He's 220 in his health. If this opponent is damaged by an attack from your opponent's... If this Pokemon is damaged from an attack from one of your opponent's Pokemon, even if it's knocked out, you put 2 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon for each steel energy attached to this Pokemon. So he basically hits back after even if you knock him out, he just gets to hit back when you damage him. And then during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. So not only that, his second attack, he can hit you, and then you can't actually retreat the Pokemon, which is pretty good. And then Crispin, I'll do that one really quick. You search your library basically for 2 different energy cards. They have to be energy cards of a different type. You can attach one to the Pokemon and you put the other one in your hand. Sequencing for this card is you do it before you play energy. So it's a great way to get 2 energy, especially if you have Terra Pokemon. I use this in my EV deck because the EV evolutions are really good at needing 3 colors for their big abilities. So this helps to get that energy on them. Crispin is better than Gita. Gita, you get 2 of the same energy, but you can't attack afterwards. This you can play 2 energy a turn, essentially, and you get to also attack, which is cool. And then Grand Tree, this card's a little confusing, but it's once during your player's turn, that player may search their deck for a Stage 1 Pokemon and evolve it from one of their basic Pokemon. And then put it on top onto that Pokemon to evolve it. If that Pokemon was evolved in this way, that player may search. So basically, you can search for a Stage 2 and then evolve it from there. Then that player shuffles their deck. So basically what it allows you to do is it allows you to chain evolution. So if you don't have the Stage 2 to an evolution or the Stage 1 and you want to get your Pokemon all the way up to its stages, with Grand Tree you could at least once per turn do that if you have a deck that evolves a lot, but it does give your player the power to do the same thing. So Stadium, it is a Stadium card, so it does help both people. So it's not the greatest because it's a Stadium that doesn't have a one-way help. I prefer to play with stadium cards that do like one effect and another effect, so that if you're playing a deck a certain way, you can make it so you get the good effect and your opponent is the bad effect, if that makes sense. Like Neutralization Field is a good example of an A-Spec. Now, why are these special? A-Specs are very powerful cards, and you can only have one of these in your deck. So when you make your deck, you can literally only play with one copy of this card. You can't put 4 of them in the deck. Did that make sense, guys? I hope it did. All right, now we're going to do the 151 Booster Bundle. I always try to open at least like what would be the equivalent to a trainer box, or if we have a special box. But hopefully you guys that made sense, and you guys could follow that. But yeah, in the game you have the Stage 1 and Stage 2 evolutions, so it's basically allowing you to make the Pokemon more powerful. Alright, 151 Booster Bundle, which means we're going to get 6 packs of 151 to open and get crazy with. Crazy. I might actually keep this box, though. Alright, we've opened up a lot of 151 because we did do the Blue Moon Waters box. Let's see what wildness awaits us. So far, the 151 has been pretty good to us. I don't expect it to be good to us tonight because our luck has to run out at some point, but alright, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. And I think I'm going to throw up another code card in a minute. Let's do 1 pack and then we'll throw that up. Squirtle. Lickitung. Venonat. So, of course, being 151, we're going to see all the original 151 Pokemon in this set. Pidgey. Arcanine. Kingler. Snorlax. Hey, what's up, Spoon Handle? Pikachu. Oh, and Kadabra. Into a Chansey. So not the greatest pull there. Chansey for the rare. Like I said, I don't think the 151 is going to be that kind to us. We're going to see. I don't think it's going to be good. I have this nagging suspicion that the 151 is not going to be as good to us. Alright, I did say I was going to do a code card. So anybody that does play the online TCG, here you go. Here's a free code card from me to you. And this is a 151 pack. Happy hunting, happy grabbing, happy playing. Whoever gets it, and if it's nobody here in the chat right now, then it'll be somebody who watches this after the fact. Alright. Ghastly. Paris. Voltorb. Actually, that Ghastly I should have... it's not that good of a Ghastly. Krabby. Charmeleon. Parasect. Giovanni's Charisma, which I actually need these. Horsey. Tangela. Into a... Oh, we got something. Oh, into a Zapdos EX. Very nice. Alright, Zapdos EX. Double rare, not an ultra rare, but a hit's a hit. And let's check out what Zapdos EX does. I actually use this in a... I actually want to use this in an electric deck, because if I remember what this does from when I used it in an extended electric deck, I probably want to do it. If this Pokemon has a lightning energy attached to it, it has no retreat cost. That is already a great thing about it. Multi-shot lightning. This attack does 90 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. Ooh. Okay, so you want to get damage on the bench. Once you do that, you can actually hit 90. So that's pretty cool, because that means that if you're damaging folks and you're retreating, you can still get that Pokemon out of there, which is kind of cool. All right, we got 4 more 151 packs. Now, would I prefer a full art illustration of that card? 100%. Poliwhirl. Kakuna. Poliwag. Ponyta. I don't know why I'm saying things weird. Sandslash. Haunter. Golduck. Nidorino. Metapod. Into a Electrode. Ooh, sparkly energy. It's kind of cool. All right, let's see what we get in the next one. Again, Sandshrew, not Sandslash. Seal. Doduo. Tentacool. Grabber. Kingler. Energy stickers. Eevee. Grimer. Into a Marowak. Oh, that hollow foil always will be lurking since I don't give a crap about Pokemon. Awesome. I will be painting. I'll take that short commercial break and we'll be painting after this. So, it's funny. All right, let's see what we got, guys. Pikachu. Again, not fabulous packs. Farfetch'd. Old Amber. I need this. I need more of those. Pidgeotto. Pinsir. Bill's Transfer. Another good card. Golbat. Dugtrio. Into a Jigglypuff. Into a Vaporeon. Oof. These are rough packs, guys. We've only gotten one hit in all 5 of these. I was thinking of opening up both of the bundles. I'm glad I didn't. So we got great Stellar Crown packs. We are not getting great 151 packs. But I did play retail for these, so I don't feel as bad about it. At least it was retail. Rattata. Squirtle. Lickitung. Venonat. Rhydon. Executor. Rigid Belt. The stage 1 Pokemon this is attached to takes 30 less damage. Ooh. Porygon. Megaton into a Jolteon as our rare. So literally one hit. Just one hit. Wow. So out of 11 packs, we only got 4 super rares out of the Stellar Crown and the 151 we opened. Wow. And that was all from Stellar Crown. There was only one hit from 151. Whew. Those booster bundles are brutal. I mean, they used to be brutal, although I had really good luck with them when I used to open them. But let me throw you guys out another 151 code card. For those that are watching, go for it. If you're not watching, somebody after the fact will get this one. All right, so now we've done the Pokemon side of things, or no, we've done the Pokemon opening. Now I'm going to grab those pins that I was talking about. Again, this is kind of thrown in there. I know it's not Pokemon, so don't everybody start going nuts and coming after me. All right, and then I'm going to take that. And take that. Hold on, guys. I'm doing a little spring cleaning. Okay. And we're also going to talk about a certain deck mode tonight as well. So let me get all this out of the way, and then we will talk through the deck type that I want to talk about. All right, so I did say that I had these. So these are Figpin. I don't know if anybody's aware of this company or knows them. I mean, if you've gone to GameStop, you should know a little bit about this company. But so these are Yu-Gi-Oh! Figpins. Figpin is kind of cool. They have an app on the phone, and it's like, you obviously physically collect a pin. There's a physical pin in here. But through the app, you actually, it's kind of cool. You have to collect the whole set to then actually get a shot at like an ultra rare pin that you could then buy by unlocking the whole set, which is kind of crazy. So it's like you're unlocking purchases by collecting, which is cool. I don't know any other company that does this. But these are Yu-Gi-Oh! Ones. They did a Series 1. I bought a few of those when they first came out. GameStop was doing a buy one, get one 50% off on their anime stuff. So I was like, ooh, I'm going to buy these. Because they're half off. So and I said, well, we're doing Pokemon. So I was like, we're doing Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh! Came out at the same time. I was a fan of both of them as a kid for different reasons. But the one thing I did like about this set and this particular series was you can get all of the Egyptian gods. Yeah, not the TCG. You can get all the Egyptian gods in here, which is pretty cool. And you can get like all of the characters that are like the also like possessed characters. So Bakura and like but evil Bakura and everything. So I was like, ooh. No, I'm not buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Dragon Ball Fusion World, I am gonna open a box of that because I did buy that, but Dragon Ball is different. I have always liked Dragon Ball, but I'm not gonna combine that in this. All right, so let's start off opening one of our packs. Now there are chase pins in here. You do not. Now it's funny. They used to come. They used to come in a much more elaborate box. So there was like a whole like nice, very nice, thoughtful like pedestal that they stood on and everything. But they now just come in black bags. So they've downgraded these pins. I'm gonna guess that this is. I think we got an Egyptian god in here because it's a pretty big pin. So let's see what our first pin is. No, it is a terrible pin actually. So this is what's her name? She's one of the people that guards the Millennium items. She comes when Merrick comes in the show. Okay, that's a letdown. I really hope I don't get doubles of her because that's the least coolest character I could have gotten. I think that is legit the only character I didn't want out of all the set. Oh, do these not have the, Oh, no, they still have them. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This feels awful lot like the last one. Oh, please, God. Please. Please, God, do not be this lady again. Please. Oh, there we go. Yes. All right, so we got one of the dragons. I'm happy. I got a dragon. Hooray! Hooray for the dragon! I mean, it was a fresh box that I jumped around the box, so I would pray that I didn't get any doubles. I hate her. That was like literally was legit the worst pin I could have gotten. Worst pin I could have gotten. Alright. I'll take that, though. That was in Joey's deck. I forgot what that thing is called. I used to know the name of it. I think we might have gotten Yugi. Or we got Bakura. Oh, if we got Bakura. Did we get Bakura? Oh no! We got, I was about to call him Obsidian. Obelisk. One of the Egyptian gods. Alright. So we got 8 Egyptian God. We did not get Slifer the Sky Dragon, and we did not get... That's good. We got 2 of them. Alright, can we go? I'm going to get a double. I know I'm going to get a double. Didn't get any secret rares. What does it say? I thought it was Yugi because of the spike. That's why. Alright. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? Ah, Yugi. It's very much... I was very right. Because it's very, very subtle difference. So, Yugi Moda. Yugi. Yugi. Which is Grandpa. That's my Grandpa impression from Yu-Gi-Oh! Yugi. Because he's always, like, falling down or dying. It's actually really terrible to know Yugi. That's dope. Alright. Again, am I happy? It's definitely not the ones I wanted. I mean, I guess Obelisk I did want, but I kind of wanted... Yeah, I wanted to slide through the Sky Dragon. I wanted Bakura. I didn't get Bakura. And you guys can see here, this is what I was talking about. So get the Fig app. Unlock serial numbers. So there are serial numbers on each pin. Earn extra exclusives. And that the extra exclusives is if you collect the whole set of pins, you'll get options to buy the more exclusive pins. I know this is not Pokemon, but I didn't know where to throw this in. I'm not going to do a separate video for just this. And I'm not planning on buying mountains of these things. But I'm happy. I'm happy I got Obelisk. I don't... Can somebody remind me what this dragon's called? It's in Joey's deck. I just don't remember what the dragon's called. Joey Wheeler. I need to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Unabridged again now. I'm going to go watch that. Yugi. And then I do not remember what this lady's name is. I just know that she had... Her Millennium item was... It wasn't the Scepter. It was one of them. She basically was trying to, like, stop Merrick by telling Yugi what was happening. They was Red Eyes Black Dragon. Thank you. I thought it was something as simple as that, but I was like, that can't be right. I don't remember what her name is. I remember her master was Merrick, because everyone was working for Merrick, because Merrick had got possessed. Like Bakura. From the Shadow Realm. But that's cool. At least I got no doubles. That's good. I mean, this is exactly like the first series was. Yeah, that was... Yep, you got her name. She was like Marik's sister, I think. And again, I don't remember completely, but I think she was like his illegitimate sister. Or something. I don't know, some crap. That, to me, that's when Yu-Gi-Oh! Started to go away from the original point of the show. I was like, we have departed into some other thing. Which I thought was kind of funny, but... Alright, so we got these out of the way. So, that's very cool, though. I did not pull a special, because, for Series 1 is Izumi. Okay. Izumi it is. So the other thing I wanted to go over with you guys, was, and hopefully we don't show anything I shouldn't be showing. Oh, is this going to do that fun thing where it doesn't connect to anything again? Why does it do this now? Alright, my Stream Deck seems to not be working. It's another thing I'm going to have to fix. Alright. So the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, so this was the other part of the video for Pokemon stuff, was, excuse me guys, I'm sorry. So I wanted to talk about um, something that came to my attention. So I had talked before about the this idea and this concept of gym leader format. And when I talked about this, um, I had talked about it as a fan made format. And that was what I kind of understood at the time. It has now been brought to my attention now that I'm officially an organizer and I can do all of those types of events and things. That this is actually a side format or casual format that the Pokemon Company will actually let you do events around. You can actually have a gym leader event. It's not just a fan made format anymore. So I wanted to kind of spend a little time talking about the format and just breaking it down because I think it's something that probably a lot of people who are not who are maybe doing different things with the hobby and the format might be interested in. For my seasoned Magic players, there's a Magic format called Commander. This is kind of that idea, just in the guidance of Pokemon. So it's the theory that you now play with one of every card. So you make a deck, but now you are limited to one copy of every card. Obviously, energy you can play with more than one copy of. But we'll go through it. So competitive Pokemon players from across the world often congregate at regional championships. So some of the most fun that they have as trainers, they can have. Okay, so Gym Leader Challenge 101. Gym Leader Challenge is a fan-made Pokemon TCG format created by Pokemon TCG competitor and Pokemon Trainer Tour host. Oh, I didn't know that. So that's kind of fun. They did a Pokemon tour where they had like these personalities playing Pokemon. I didn't know that he actually made this format. If you've ever imagined that it would be like, what it would be like to put together a type-specific team like the gym leaders in Pokemon video games, Gym Leader Challenge is a perfect way to do that. So it kind of emulates the games in that regard. So as far as it goes, they're simple. You can only include one Pokemon type in your deck. Pokemon with a rule box are banned. So no V, no EX Pokemon. They can have abilities, though, which is the thing that I got wrong. A-Spec cards are banned, and you're limited to single copies of each card name that you could. This is known as Singleton. Okay, Gym Leader Challenge also uses the expanded format, which features from the Black and White series onward. All right. There is one last thing to consider. Through the community maintains a list of banned cards to promote a healthy format. So they do have banned cards. And then they have some deck types that you can see here. And again, this is where you're going to pick cards from all over the Pokemon universe. And you can kind of see what a deck looks like. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So about 20 Pokemon. 9 energy cards. And then, you know, kind of the same rules as when you're making a regular Pokemon deck. You want to have about half the deck. Oh, sorry. Half the deck. This is what I was talking about in my eye. My eye is still kind of not in great shape, so you might see me do this a lot. Part of the problem is I have a fan going in my room right now. I need it to not die. It's getting a little warm in my house. So, and I'm starting to get congested again, so it's a little bit of a tricky business here. But anyway, point is that you can kind of see what the makeup of this is. Oh, gotta kill a robot, guys. Hold on one sec. Alright, so, yeah, they have about 9 energy in the deck, which is typical. You want to have about, like, 9 to 12 energy. Really depends on what you're playing. But you can see... Alright, so They have deck lists for each, for a couple of types. So I wanted to kind of skim this article. So they give you some deck examples. Take this water type deck, for example. It features Sobel Dizzle, and as well as Renan Octoly, along with item cards to ensure that you see the right card at the right time. You'll also see that there are plenty of ways to get water energy. So you it's kind of an interesting mechanic because you have limited resources, right? So you have to try to like really outmaneuver your opponent, and you have a limited resource game. So you can't like be doing. It's not like when you make a regular deck and you sort of rinse, repeat, copy, right? You do the same combo multiple times. If they knock the combo out, then you re-get the combo again, and then you do it all over again. You can't really do that in this format. You have to be a little bit more versatile and get more out of each card, which makes it a much more challenging deck type to build. So with that being said, what I'm going to do now is we're going to do a little bit of live deck building as the last part of our show tonight for Pokemon. And we're going to show you guys kind of my process, what I'm thinking, and what's going through my head. Now, I will warn everybody before I get a lot of comments. I misunderstood this format. I thought you couldn't use ability Pokemon. So I was literally just using Pokemon with no abilities in them. And that is wrong. You can use Pokemon. So let's go with my Psychic deck first, just because that's a little bit more on its way. And let's just lay out some of the Pokemon I'm thinking of using. But this is going to definitely change now that we can use ones with abilities, because I'm probably going to change some of the because like for instance Flutter, I already know I'm going to sub out Pokemon in this deck for other Pokemon now that I know that I can use the ones with abilities. Let me go for the bigger angle. All right. So we'll try to do some live deck building. Again, this is all works in progress, guys. But I can tell you one thing I'm already going to change in this deck, now that I know we can use abilities. Alright. I'm just kind of like putting all my thought process picks in here. Let's just put this all this way. And again, part of why this was like this was because I was trying to maximize. Alright, I'm not going to put them all out. We're just going to put them over here. Because the support cards I know are going to be good for what I picked. But, okay, so I have my rare box next to me, which is going to be a big help in this situation. Because I have all my foil rares. Because in trainer format, this is what you're going to mostly want to look at for your Pokemon. Alright, let's see what we got. Yeah, so like right off the bat, we're going to sub out this Tinkerton with that. Now that I know I can. And why do we want to do that? Well, in order to use this ability, once during your turn, you may draw 3 cards. So this is a good thing because if your hand's clogged, it gets this card draw. So that gives us a 3-card draw. Also, he has Special Hammer, which is if this Pokemon has any special energy attached, this attack does 90 more damage. So that's going to be really good in Gym Leader format because we can get a special energy on him, like a Boomerang energy or other kinds of energy that would be really good for him to have, and that gets him a bigger swing and a hit. Whereas the other one, if this Pokemon has any Steel energy, it makes no sense for this deck. to have that in there, because we're not going to play with Steel Energy. We're only playing with one type. And then Clay Doll, I might actually... We're going to take a look at some of the other ones. Let's see. Yeah, Gimme Ghoul is probably going to get removed out of the deck, because he turns into a Steel type. And yeah, so right off the bat, I think we're gonna sub Gimme Ghoul out for Mimikyu, because I use Mimikyu in my actual Psychic deck, my better deck. He basically... Oh wait, no, he's useless in this format. That's right, because we don't have any EX or V Pokemon. So Mimikyu is not a good one. I think I'm going to sub out Gimme Ghoul for this. I don't know why I didn't put her in the first place. She's a much better Pokemon. Yeah, that switches types. When your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out, flip a coin. If heads, take one more prize card. The effect of Wonder Kiss doesn't... Oh, okay. So I think we're going to play with Togekiss. So I got to get the other ones for this, because Togekiss gets us an extra prize card. That's a great ability in this format, to get another prize card, because you don't have EX or V Pokemon anymore in the format. So there's no way to get... you're not getting additional prize cards by knocking them out or sacking them. So that is actually a really good Psychic ability. So I'll have to get the rest of... And we have a couple of different Togekisses, so we're going to be reading a few of them. Once at the end of your turn, you may use this ability to draw cards until you have 8 cards in your hand. Ooh, I like that better. I think I like that better than this. And it's got more HP. Once during your turn, you may attach a therapeutic energy card. Yeah, no, I don't care about that. That's too involved of a thing. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find all my rare stuff, so there's going to be a lot of substitutions. And it's crazy because you can't play with EVs, you can't play with like other stuff that I probably would normally put in a deck, because it changes type, so you're not able to play with it. If this Pokemon has full HP and is knocked out by... Pokemon, put 8 damage counters on attacking Pokemon. Ooh. That has some potential. I might do that. I might play with that. A lot of Professor's Research. Yeah, this gets like really complicated, but that's... I think I want to play with the newer, but the newer one is just a basic in itself, whereas this is an evolution. I might still play with the basic. I think that this is not as good of a... But I like that it's 2 damage on each of your opponent's Pokemon. It's damaging more Pokemon. But I think the other one does that too. Do I have... I thought I got that card in a recent pack. I guess I didn't. As my rare. I thought I did. Okay. Where are we sitting time-wise? Oh, God. Okay. We got 10 more minutes. And then we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to jump into painting stuff. Yeah, see, most of the abilities are... Once per turn, if this Pokemon is in your discard pile, you may put... bench. If you do, put 3 damage counters on it. Oh, he comes back. That's a really good ability, actually. I might use that. And then we can do a Haunter Chain. And like I said, I got this completely wrong. Because I thought you couldn't play with the ability Pokemon. But they meant just rule boxes. So just your Vs and your EXs and such. So guys, we're working on a Gym Leader challenge deck. And if you want to ask questions in there, if your Pokemon has any dark energy attached to them, yeah, that's for a different deck. All right. As long as this Pokemon is in your action, prevent all damage done to your bench Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. As long as this Pokemon is in your active spot. I might do that for the... I have both a Lightning deck and a Psychic deck. I'm trying to make 2 Gym Leader decks so that I can show the format off to people and they can try it. But again, for Gym Leader format, the way that it works... Oh, it's another Flutter Mane. Oh, wait, Flutter Mane, that's a different Pokemon. That's right. Flutter Mane is a totally different Pokemon. I don't know why I keep saying that Flutter Mane is the same Pokemon. It is not. Perplexing Transfer. Move all damage counters from one of your benched to your opponent's... Yeah, no, that's where you hurt yourself. To hurt. That's what that's used for. I just got the... When you play this Pokemon from your hand, evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn. You may prevent all damage from the effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon until the end of your opponent's next turn. Flower Select. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in your active spot, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one of them, and then you put the other in the Lost Zone. Yeah. That's not the greatest. Let's see here. Once during your turn, if your Pokemon has... Yeah, it's Dark Energy. Munkidori is meant to be put in... You may move 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Oh! I should be playing Munkidori in that Poison deck. I just realized that. He should be in that deck because he can take the damage, he can throw the damage counters that your own Pokemon have, so the poison you're getting hit with alright, I need this Munkidori for another deck. That's what happens when you start building a deck. You realize, oh, I need to tweak my other decks, and then you start like building, you start pulling cards for everything. Who likes building decks? Who like really loves the process of building decks? I find it very stressful, but I mean, this just seems like a good idea to play because he Alright, and then we're getting into Japanese cards, which I can't incorporate those. Alright, so I took a stroll in the rares. But since I have cards all over the place, which does not help me at all. Alright, so I think we're going to sub these guys in. Alright, now we had some other guys that I didn't put on the table. Alright, so I think we've now added Gengar. Alright, let's see what themes are emerging in here, because I feel like there's going to be cuts made. Okay. So I had these others as well. Alright, so I totally think that this is good because this is a draw ability. And it gets us up to 140 Pokemon. So that's a good, yes, we're taking you. I think I need to get the evolution stages for them, but I think these are good takes. One, this gets draw until you have 8. Once at the end of your turn, you may use this ability, draw cards until you have 8 cards in your hand. It gets your draw ability, which is nice. I think this is good because it gets you once during your turn. He basically can come back to the bench, so he's like you're returning him from the discard. Mew, choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon attacks. That Pokemon can't use that during your opponent's next turn. I just think that's nice because it's shutting down. So Mew's definitely going to make it. Although there's the better Mew that I might use instead. So I think Mew's going to make it. I think this is a good chain. Because it says, if this Pokemon has full health and is knocked out by damage from an attack, your opponent's Pokemon put 8 damage counters. So it's just like a hit back, which is not a bad thing, just to have a Pokemon that can do that. And then it also, its bottom line is going to put it to sleep, which I think is a good effect in this game. Oh my god. Here. So we have a lot of conditional stuff. This paralyzes the Pokemon. Put up to 2 in any combination of item cards and Pokemon tool cards from your discard pile into your hand. So again, it's another way to get stuff. Put 5 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon. So I like that because it gives us some return. And I like this attack because it's a big Pokemon, but it also does damage counters. And then during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack, but it has a swing hit, which is nice. Heal 20 damage from this Pokemon. It still hits for 20. If you have the same number of cards in your hand, I'm thinking that this could go away because I don't think that's as good of an attack. This attack does 10 more damage for each damage counter. That's going to support all the damage counter abilities that we have. I'm probably going to do a different Hypno because now I can put a Hypno that has an ability box or has abilities. So it's making me think that we could do a different Hypno, which would be better. Quite honestly. So I'm just seeing what we have here. As I say, the key to this is you have to really look at all the cards you have. Because the more you look at your cards, the more and more you're going to say to yourself, yeah, heal 20 damage for each of your Pokemon. That's a healing Pokemon. We're definitely going to take that. And what I like about this is everybody's pretty low, but you can see we got some. We're starting to build the health bench up a little bit more on the deck, which is good. So I like that. I'm probably going to do a different Clefairy. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon's attacks. And I like that we can use it as an active attack and Magic Shot. So I kind of like the Clefairy as a play because it's just a hit. It's just a Pokemon that can hit you. Look-alike show. Your opponent reveals their hand. You may use the effects of a support card you find there as the effect of this card. That's pretty cool. I don't know if this is the best Mr. Mime. I feel like we can find a better Mr. Mime than this. I like the first ability, but I don't think it's the best Mr. Mime. I like these guys as a combo. Put 2 damage counter on each of your opponent's Pokemon. This attack does 10 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon. So these are just nice because they're damage counters. Because if you look at it now, with the way that I have this Gym Leader deck set up, it's 1, 2 damage counters, right? You may turn one of your face-down prize cards face up. If you do, this attack does 80 damage. 80 more damage. Like, that's a great Pokemon for Gym Leader format. It heals. You can hit. It's only 3 to hit. This attack does 10 more damage for each damage counter. So this supports damage counters. Choose 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Put damage counters. So we have 3 damage counters. He puts damage counters. That's 4 damage counters. This one does. That's 6 damage counters. That's 7 damage counters. We can get energy for the bench to our nice Pokemon. Oh, if your Pokemon has... Yeah, see, I think he's going to get... I think I'm going to take him out. I don't know if this is beneficial to the deck, because he doesn't really work in a one color deck. He this attack does 50 damage. Does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Yeah, I like that because it's just a hit. I like that it's a hit. Flip a coin. If heads, search your deck for a card. Put it in your hand, then shuffle your deck. If tails, I mean, he lets you find stuff. Yeah, see, this is damage counters. We definitely want that. So that means you could put a Radiant Pokemon in here. Oh, I could put the Alakazam in here. I didn't realize that. So I could put the Radiant Alakazam in Gym Leader format because he's not a V Pokemon. Ooh, I need to put him in here. Alright, so right now we'd have 1, 2... Sorry, guys. I know this is like a lot of overwhelming stuff. But now I just like, this whole game just blew open for me. Alright, we're going to be ending this segment in a minute. I'm going to take all of the Psychic Pokemon that I have because I'm going to be consolidating them because I think I'm going to have to do some long and hard decisions now. But I think it's a really cool format. I think a lot of people should play it. I plan on running it as a casual event alongside my Pokemon League events. If we have people that are interested in it. We might even do alternate nights of it. But, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 14 Pokemon in here right now. I'd like to get it down, like get at least a couple of more in there, but I might get like 2 more. But this kind of looks like it could be a rock bench. I think it could work very well. But I want to like really scour my cards to see, because now the fact that the ability boxes are kind of back in play, or the abilities are back in play, it's going to change what we're going to do. And then, you know, just having the certain support cards, like, so here I put, whenever a player attaches an energy card from their hand to one of their non-psychic Pokemon, put 2 damage counters. So this is another stadium card that's going to enforce the damage counters. Old Cemetery, which I thought would work really well in this deck. Support cards, it's kind of normal. I found this older support card which is search your deck for a psychic energy or a basic psychic, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So it's a search card specifically for psychic. It just lets you play with another search card because it gives you a different name, right? Choose 2, so this is 50 damage. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck, put 2 of them into your hand, shuffle the other cards. So it's pretty cool to get like just card advantage. Finding 3 basic Pokemon. Obviously that's going to let him find basically, I mean, in our basics, pretty much every Pokemon I play with. So it just is a general search now. Draw 3 cards. Your opponent may draw a card. If they do, draw 1 more card. So Wallace I thought was good. A Nest Ball, of course, just to find a specific I need. Professor's Research. So just a lot of find. Now I'm going to start to put some health in. Search that for up to 2. So this is Turbo Energy. I want to find more of these, but I thought this would be good to accelerate the attacking. So I'm going to put more items in here now, of course, and other stuff. But I think this is going to be a pretty strong Gym Leader deck. But I think I'm going to just go for my Psychic to really be damage counters. And we'll see how it goes. But that is an example of how you might approach building a Gym Leader deck. I'm still in the process. I'm going to have to look through and see who we want to do here. But there's a lot of Pokemon you can choose. But it's a lot of fun. And I think it's really cool. All right, guys. Well, we opened up some packs. Again, it was decent. You know, it was decent. Our hits were, need I say, okay. You know, we definitely did better with the Stellar Crown than we did with our with our 151. Our Stellar Crown was only 3 Pokemon, 3 hits, but we got Grand Tree, Crispin, and Orthworm. Crispin's probably the best card out of all the things we got. The Zapdos is not bad from 151. It's good for an electric deck. But out of 11 packs, we only got 4 hits. So not the strongest hit night. Definitely not the strongest 151 night I've had. I've definitely had better nights with 151. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you all for watching. And we're going to take a small commercial break. And we're going to come back with a vengeance and do some painting. So if you are interested, please stay around and check out what we're doing, what we're up to, and be there. So like I said, we're going to be back in 10 minutes. So my hope is maybe I'll say 11:30. So I'll give myself an extra 2 minutes just to reset, change, and get everything going. And of course, guys, if you want to know more about the Pokemon universe and my journey as being a Pokemon professor, come and check it out, whether you're on the YouTube or not. Please make sure you guys are following the YouTube as well, because I know right now I'm kind of simulcasting everything, but we're definitely I definitely want to get to a point where more of the TCG stuff is going to live there. But in order to really use YouTube the way I want to, we got to get some more people up there. And then, of course, we're still working on our Twitch goals. We're 22 folks away from 500 followers, which would be amazing if we hit that. It would be insane. It would be crazy. And I hope we can. And for all those that already do follow us and support us, and I want to give a shout out to Bobby. I want to give a shout out to Spoon Handle. I want to give a shout out to all the folks that come around and check things out. I know Spoon Handle's lurking, but he still gets a shout out because it's definitely, you know, it's definitely a good time here, and you guys make it better. So thank you all, and I'll see you in a couple of minutes.